The number of COVID-19 cases in Ottawa are rising, but a sign of hope, it appears social distancing is working. Ottawa Public Health says 14% of cases are linked to close contact with a confirmed case, while 8% have no clue how they caught it. At this point, 51% of confirmed cases are still pending, meaning we don't currently have any details as to where those people were. On Wednesday, Ottawa reported 50 new cases of the virus, bringing the total number of confirmed cases in the city up to 194. On the same day, Ontario reported 426 new cases, a 16% jump overnight. Renfrew County saw 5 new cases and reported its first death, a Pembroke woman in her 90s who died in hospital. In Ottawa, 5 retirement homes or long-term care facilities have reported an outbreak of COVID-19, the illness also impacting members of the Ottawa Police and Fire Services. A nurse at CHEO has also contracted the virus, with the hospital saying other staff members are not at risk. But with so many long-term care homes now experiencing breakouts of the virus, many caregivers are wondering if they should move their loved ones out of the facilities temporarily. Ottawa's Chief Medical Officer of Health, Vera Etches, says families need to weigh their options.
I think what's important to do in each case is for the family to assess the situation and think about the different risks that exist if they were to bring someone home. Is there an ability within the family environment to keep that person self-isolated? Is there movement in and out of the home that could introduce new risk to that person?
4 new Ottawa Senators players have tested positive for COVID-19 after returning from California just a few weeks ago. 7 people who were on the plane have tested positive for the virus, the organization saying all players have now recovered. Members of the team and staff self-isolated on Friday, March 13, and are all doing well, the team said in a statement. All test results have now been received, and all of those who tested positive have recovered. The Ottawa Senators medical team continues to monitor players and staff and are following all appropriate and professional guidelines to help ensure the health and safety of our employees and the greater community. OC Transpo also confirmed on Wednesday a bus driver has contracted the virus. The company says the risk to rider safety is low. The unidentified driver started experiencing symptoms on March 20 and received testing a day later. He has been in self-isolation since, only receiving his results yesterday. During the 2 days the driver was working while contagious, he drove 5 buses and a total of 12 routes, spanning all across the city. OC Transpo has identified and removed vehicles driven by the operator from service, said OC Transpo's General Manager John Manconi. These vehicles will undergo a deep clean and full sanitization before returning to service. Last week, OC Transpo announced they would be removing their weekday service, going to a Saturday schedule after ridership levels fell over 75%, with everyone working from home. But for those who must take public transit, they have implemented a number of safety measures, including roping off the front of their buses and allowing backdoor boarding only. Charlie Cenac, WIN News, Ottawa.